Are you ready for a deep dive into a nation that's as charming as it is peculiar? A land where there are more bikes than people, where you can find a floating cat sanctuary, and where the citizens literally dance with cows? Yes, you guessed it. We're heading to the picturesque and unusual Netherlands. In this episode, we're unpacking 38 bizarre facts about this country that's so much more than just tulips and windmills. And trust us, some of these facts are going to make your jaw drop. Let's dive in. About a third of the Netherlands is actually below sea level, with the lowest point being nearly 7 meters below. This is possible thanks to an intricate system of dikes, pumps, and windmills that work to keep the sea at bay. The Netherlands is well known for its biking culture. In fact, there are more bicycles than people in the country, approximately 1.3 bikes per person. The infrastructure of the country is highly geared towards cyclists, with bike lanes and bike parking spots everywhere. The Dutch airline KLM is the oldest in the world still operating under its original name. It was founded in 1919. The Dutch have the tallest average height in the world. The average man in the Netherlands is 1.83 meters tall, and the average woman is 1.71 meters tall. Every year on April 27th, the entire country turns into a massive orange party for King's Day, celebrating the King's birthday. People take to the streets and canals, dressed in orange, the color of the Dutch royal family, the House of Orange. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, several garden villages were created to provide decent housing for workers. These villages, such as the Zaanse Schans, still exist today and are a popular tourist attraction. The Dutch are some of the world's top coffee consumers. On average, a Dutch person drinks 2.4 cups of coffee a day. It's hard to imagine, but Amsterdam boasts around 1,281 bridges, 3 times as many as Venice. The Dutch are known for their directness in their communication. They value honesty and openness, which can sometimes be perceived as blunt or straightforward by other cultures. The Dutch are known for their love of unusual foods like raw herring, a type of fish, served with onions and pickles, and drop, a type of licorice that can be either sweet or salty. In the past, Dutch people used to eat a dish called hazenpepper, a ragu made from hare, which was sometimes substituted with mouse meat. This was especially prevalent during times of food scarcity. Despite its reputation, marijuana is not actually legal in the Netherlands. It's merely tolerated, with the government turning a blind eye to coffee shops selling small quantities. You cannot legally grow it or sell it wholesale. Many Dutch people keep a birthday calendar, but unusually, these are often kept in the bathroom or toilet. This is so they can remember and celebrate the birthdays of their loved ones. The Dutch Wadden island of Schiermonnikoog is the smallest inhabited Dutch Wadden island and is entirely car-free. Only the island's residents are allowed to use a car, and even then, they need a special permit. Visitors get around by bike or on foot. In Dutch tradition, Santa Claus, Sinterklaas, doesn't come from the North Pole, but from Spain. His helpers aren't elves, but Zwarte Pieten, Black Peters. This tradition has sparked controversy in recent years due to racial sensitivities. There is a small village in the Netherlands called Giethoorn that has no roads. All transport is done by water over one of the many canals. The town of Baarle-Nassau is known for its complicated borders with Belgium. There are spots where a Belgian enclave is within a Dutch enclave within Belgium. It is so confusing that there are houses divided between the two countries. There was once a soccer field with one goal in each country. The city of Utrecht is home to a 90-meter tall skyscraper covered in over 10,000 plants. This vertical forest is equivalent to 1 hectare of woodland and is an innovative response to the challenge of creating green spaces in urban environments. The Netherlands was the first country in the world to legalize euthanasia. In 2001, it passed a law allowing doctors to help seriously ill patients end their lives under strictly controlled conditions. While the Netherlands is known for being a wet, low-lying country, it actually has a higher chance of drought than a desert. This is because the water that falls as rain quickly flows out to sea, making it unavailable for use in dry periods. Every year, the city of Sneek holds a week-long sailing competition called Sneek Week, which is the largest inland sailing event in Europe. The whole city turns into a festive place with music, fair-like attractions, and lots of sailing. The Dutch have vending machines for hot food. Febo, a Dutch fast food chain, offers hot snacks such as burgers and fries in vending machine-style walls. There's a fake village in the Netherlands, Huisterheide, built to help dementia patients. It mimics real life but is completely secure, so residents can lead a normal life without feeling confined. The Hague, a city in the Netherlands, is home to several international judicial institutions, including the International Court of Justice, the International Criminal Court, and the Yugoslavia Tribunal. The Dutch East India Company, founded in the early 17th century, was the world's first publicly traded company and is considered to be the first multinational corporation. The Netherlands is famous for its windmills. There were around 10,000 windmills in the Netherlands in the 19th century, and while that number has significantly declined, there are still over 1,000 functional windmills left. The Dutch royal family belongs to the House of Orange, which is why orange is the national color of the Netherlands. During football matches and national celebrations, Dutch people often wear orange clothes and accessories, and even the streets are decorated in orange. The Netherlands is one of the largest cheese producers in the world, producing around 650 million kilos of cheese every year. Famous Dutch cheeses include Gouda, Edam, and Maasdam. Famous Dutch artist Vincent van Gogh was born in the Netherlands and spent a significant part of his life there. The Van Gogh Museum in Amsterdam houses the world's largest collection of his artworks. In some places, if your dog does its business on the street and you don't clean it up, you may receive a poop bag, along with a fine from law enforcement. Despite being a small nation, the Netherlands is the fifth largest exporter in the world, largely thanks to its agriculture and food industry. The Netherlands has constructed over 600 bridges specifically for animals called ecoducts. These green bridges allow animals to cross highways safely. Near the village of Gelsum, there used to be a singing road. When driven over at a certain speed, the road would play the Frisian anthem due to strategically placed rumble strips. However, it was paved over because locals found the constant music annoying. Located at Single 7, the narrowest house in Amsterdam measures only 1 meter wide. This is due to historic tax laws where houses were taxed based on their width, leading to incredibly narrow and tall houses. The Dutch are very proficient in English, making the Netherlands one of the most English-proficient countries where English isn't an official language. The Netherlands has one of the highest standards of living in the world. They consistently score high on global indices for happiness, safety, and social security. The Dutch take punctuality seriously. Being late can be seen as a sign of disrespect or poor organization. Even socially, it's customary to arrive within a few minutes of the agreed time. Dutch birthdays are typically celebrated with a circle of family and friends all seated in a circle, often with a single cake rather than individual pieces. Also, when it's your birthday, you're expected to bring your own cake or treats to work or school.